What up, bitches? It's the Misanthropic One, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, J. Cole's latest album called 2014 Forest Hills Drive. First off, shout out to J. Cole. Second off, y'all know who this dude is. If not, check my previous videos on his releases. Shout out to J. Cole once again for he's sort of jumping on the trend of no promo, you go out and you get it. And I think it's working for some artists. It worked for Beyonce. I gotta give her credit. It worked for Beyonce, and I think a lot of artists are starting to follow this minimalist type of movement when it comes to releasing albums. Like, there'll be no promo. They just drop an album and say, hey, you fucking go get it. And I think that's really good. I think it might try and revitalize record sales. It's a good way to try and do it because it forces people to be like, oh shit, I didn't know that came out, and then they'll go get it. And I think it'll be kind of hard for motherfuckers to go out and download shit. There'll be a lack of leaks or whatever, but it all depends on who's in your corner or whatever the fuck. But this is turning into a fucking rant. New album by J. Cole, fucking awesome as shit. Let's get right into this shit. I don't want to keep y'all here all night with me rambling. Y'all know how I get when I get fucking excited as shit for dope shit. Let's get into the artwork. Here's J. Cole sitting on top of a house. J. Cole walking around, showing street signs, and just the different production credits. Got some okra and shit, a little bit of soul food action going on over there. So yeah, this you get a decent sized booklet. I'm not gonna show all the fucking pictures here. J. Cole looking to make an order at what appears to be like a fast food joint or a soul food joint. It looks like, yeah, you got gizzards and shit like that. Looks pretty good, even though I'm not a fan of gizzards, but fuck that. There's the artwork. Let's get into some of the productions and features on this bitch. All right. Now, I know I said productions and features, but I forgot. On this album, there's no features on this bitch. So, shout out to J. Cole for doing that. I'm a big fan of, the artists showcasing their own shit. So, glad J. Cole was just on here doing his own fucking thing. But as far as production, J. Cole handles most of this himself, which I like. But you also have some songs that are produced by others on here. Very few though. You have William Brown, but he goes by Willie B. Hold on, let me find out where the other ones are. Oh, you have Anderson Vinyls Hernandez. You have a dude named Phoenix Beats. I believe, yeah. Phoenix Beats. I gotta find that page he's on. Yeah, Darius Phoenix Beats Barnes. And I think DJ Dahi has something to do with this, but I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna sit here all night looking for it. Oh, and you have Ill Mind. Shout out to Ill Mind, by the way. He makes dope beats. But most of this is handled by J. Cole himself. And I like that because J. Cole makes great beats for himself. He knows what he wants to sound like and how he wants to sound like. And he knows how to implement his the sounds and how he wants to rhyme over that. So shout out to the producers on here. Great beats. No features, the way I like it. And let's get into the meat and potatoes of this bitch. Alright. Pros and cons. Pros. J. Cole is not the type of MC to stray away from content-driven shit. And in the mainstream-driven music that we have today, you know, he stands out to me. And, you know, this guy, when it comes to mainstream artists, he's one of my favorites. Like, I have no problem going out and listening to this guy. I'll listen to anything he's on because, you know, I can give him credit. You know, he's not afraid to rap about real ass shit or shit that anybody could relate to. So shout out to J. Cole for, you know, being himself and I guess taking the risk of doing that, even though, you know, I'm the type of motherfucker that really doesn't view it as taking a risk, because that should be the norm. Rap about real ass shit, talk about real shit in your music. But, you know, in this whole mainstream hip hop or mainstream radio shit, a lot of people want to stay safe. You know, this is looked at as taking a risk, you know, when you talk about life and real ass shit. Like one track that I really love is Wet Dreams. That's track 3, where he's talking about, and a lot of you niggas did this shit. A lot of y'all went through this shit, where he's talking about how he sees a chick that he's feeling, and he's playing like, yo, you know, I could treat you right, you know, sexually and all this shit. And she wanted to know if he was really good sexually and shit. And he was just fronting. He just wanted to get with this chick. And what happened was when it finally came down to executing, she was the one that was fronting. She was the one like, oh, listen, you know what? I just need to get with you. You look like you knew, or you know what you're doing. Take it easy on me. I'm the virgin. So he's like, holy shit, you know. Great fucking track there. What else do I really want to talk about? I don't want to be here all night because, you know, I made a bunch of videos already. Fire Squad, the controversial track on this album. Great beat, by the way, on there. Love the fucking beat. Definitely a head banging beat. Definitely a head nodding beat. The part that's controversial is the last verse, where he sort of calls out these white MCs and basically talks about the state of hip hop, how white people have came and snatched the sound. So he says on here, and y'all know how I feel about that. I made a couple videos on that, and I sort of agree with what he's saying as far as you know, A&Rs and motherfuckers like that, and white people that don't understand hip hop. But, you know, I've already clarified this. I'm just gonna say it here because I know a lot of people, they'll see that one video and be like, oh, you're a sellout. I'm gonna clarify it again for you stupid motherfuckers. Yeah, I do, you know, kind of feel the same way, but I feel that, you know, if you're from another culture, well, I just keep it white, because that's what a lot of Negroes are. They're so, you know, they only see that as the enemy. As long as you know the culture and give props where props is due, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? So, but I do like the track. Okay, so that's a dope track, dope beat. What else? I like Hello as well, because he's talking about shit. I think this is the track where he's talking about dating a girl with kids, how he has to deal with approaching the kid and shit like that, how that's sort of like an awkward situation. This is what I like about him. These are things that really MCs they won't talk about this shit. Well, some people do, like Slug from Atmosphere, he'll talk about this, and there's others that will do that, like Joe Budden will talk about like introspective shit like this. This is the shit I like about this dude, man. He's not afraid of it, and he's mainstream. Also, what I like about the album is he does the singing type shit, but he's not kind of cheesy with it. You know what I mean? It's sort of like on a Mos Def type level. You know what I mean? For example, check out his performance on Dave Letterman, and that's a perfect example of what I'm fucking talking about. I forget the name of the track that he performed on Dave Letterman to promote this shit. Cons on here, nothing really too bad I could say about this shit. Note to Self, which is the last track, kind of dragged on. I kind of wish that, you know, he could have just put his thanks on here, even though he kind of did thank you to the fans, thanks to God. I guess he wanted to just say it, and other rappers have done that in the past, but this kind of went on for like, I think it was like over 10 minutes, and it's just like, all right, J. Cole, we got the point. You're thanking a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I mean? That's really all I can really say about it. My rating of this shit, I would give it I would say maybe a 8.5 to a 9, I would say. Great fucking album. Love the fact that he didn't sit there and, I gotta promote this shit. I gotta promote it so I could get all these yuppie MTV motherfuckers to on my dick. No, he just put this shit out. Here, eat this shit up. Shout out to J. Cole for that. And that's all I gotta say. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, alright? And definitely support dope shit. That's it. Peace, bitches.